He just lost the most important race of his year by 1/100th of a second, and then he sent a message that sounded less like a comment and more like a threat. Stay with me till the end, because what he said next has a history behind it, and that history ends with someone watching him win gold from the sidelines. Noah Lyles is still considered the fastest man on the planet. He took the Olympic 100-meter title in Paris back in 2024, winning by the narrowest of margins. So when he returned to that same city this past Sunday, June 28th, for a Diamond League meet, fans expected another statement performance. Instead, they got a result nobody saw coming, and a reaction that has the entire track and field world buzzing. Let's walk through exactly how this unfolded, because the race itself was a thriller before any of the drama even started. The 100 meters is the marquee event of track and field. Every eye in the stadium and every camera was locked on Lyles as the reigning Olympic champion. But the runner who actually controlled the race was lined up far on the outside, in lane 8. That was Trayvon Bromell, an American sprinter and, notably, a teammate of Lyles on the national team. Bromell got an explosive start. He was out of the blocks almost instantly, gaining ground before most of the field had even found their rhythm. Lyles, on the other hand, struggled out of the gate. His reaction was sluggish, and in a sport where the entire race lasts under 10 seconds, a slow start is often impossible to fix. He spent the rest of the race trying to claw his way back, eating into Bromell's lead with every stride, closing fast in the final meters. But it wasn't enough. Bromell crossed the line first at 9.91 seconds, a season best for him. Lyles followed in 9.92. Look at those two numbers again, 9.91 and 9.92. 1/100th of a second separated victory from defeat. That's roughly the time it takes to blink. Behind them, Italy's Marcell Jacobs, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic champion, rounded out the podium in 9.96. This wasn't a soft field. It was loaded with champions, and Lyles still came up just short. Here's where things got heated. As Bromell crossed the finish line, he turned his head and glanced inward, toward Lyles, almost as if checking on his rival in the moment of victory. It was a small, split-second gesture, but it didn't go unnoticed. To Lyles, it read as a taunt, a little bit of disrespect dressed up as a glance. And anyone who follows Lyles knows he doesn't let moments like that pass quietly. After the race, he addressed his slow start directly and without excuses, admitting plainly that the feeling off the line wasn't what he had anticipated. He owned it. That sluggish start was the difference between gold and silver on the night. But then Lyles went further. He posted a screenshot from the finish line, the exact frame capturing Bromell's glance back at him, and paired it with a pointed warning aimed squarely at his teammate. The message essentially told Bromell to be careful, reminding him that the last person who pulled a similar move against Lyles didn't even make the podium the next time they raced. To really feel the weight of that statement, you need the backstory, because this isn't the first time Lyles has been on the receiving end of a taunt, and it isn't the first time he's responded with a long memory. Rewind to 2024 at the Racers Grand Prix. A Jamaican sprinter named Oblique Seville stared Lyles down as he blew past him to win that 100-meter race. He beat Lyles and made sure everyone, including Lyles, knew it. Lyles didn't respond in the moment. He waited. Later that same season, at the Paris Olympics, the two men met again on the biggest stage in the sport. Lyles won gold. Seville, the man who had stared him down months earlier, finished dead last in that Olympic final, in 8th place. So when Lyles tells Bromell to watch himself, and reminds him what happened to the last guy who tried something similar, the subtext is obvious. It's a warning wrapped in a promise. Doubt him now, and pay for it later. Here's what keeps the story honest, though. The men's 100 meters right now might be the most competitive it has been in over a decade. Nobody has managed to win back-to-back world titles in the event since Usain Bolt did it in 2013 and 2015. The field is simply too deep for anyone to dominate for long. And the Seville story has an extra twist that complicates the revenge narrative a little. Yes, he finished 8th in Paris, but he bounced back and won the 2025 World Championship in the very same event. So the guy Lyles beat eventually became a world champion himself. Nobody stays down for long in this race, and a single result rarely settles who's actually the best. Bromell's win on Sunday is just the latest proof of how wide open this event has become. While the Lyles-Bromell storyline dominated headlines, The rest of the meet delivered a night full of remarkable performances that deserve just as much attention. The standout star of the evening was pole vaulter Armand Duplantis, known to fans as Mondo. He's the world record holder, and he came into Paris looking to bounce back from a surprise defeat in Stockholm earlier in June. He delivered. Duplantis cleared 6.03 meters to set a new meet record, topping a mark he'd held since 2021, then sailed over 6.13 meters with apparent ease. He made 3 attempts at a world record height of 6.32 meters and missed all 3, but still walked away the clear winner of the night. The women's 800 meters produced an equally stunning result. 22-year-old Swiss runner Audrey Wero tore around the track to win in 1 minute 53.8 seconds, a new Diamond League record and the 3rd fastest time ever recorded in the event. She's now inching toward one of the oldest standing records in the sport, set all the way back in 1983. Wero admitted she didn't expect to run that fast this early in the season, crediting her newfound speed to becoming a full-time professional athlete instead of juggling training with university. She said the recent results have given her real confidence heading into what's next, which should worry every other 800-meter runner on the circuit. The records kept falling throughout the night. In the men's 400 meters, Botswana's Biapone Dori, running under his full name Busong Colin Kebonetshipi, clocked a remarkable 43.54 seconds, another Diamond League record. In the women's 400 meters, the Dominican Republic's Marilady Paulino was even more dominant, running 48.48 seconds to shatter both the meet record and the Diamond League record in a single race. For context, the fastest time in the world this season before that race was 48.79 seconds. Paulino didn't just beat it, she demolished it. That made 3 separate Diamond League records broken in 3 separate events, all in one night. And there was still more. In the men's 110-meter hurdles, American Jamal Britt ran a personal best of 12.89 seconds, tying for the 8th fastest time ever in that event. In the men's 800 meters, Canada's Marco Arap, an Olympic silver medalist, pulled away from the field to win in 1 minute 41.84 seconds. And to close things out, on a fast track under perfect conditions, Australia's Cameron Myers won the 1,500 meters in 3 minutes 28 seconds, the 12th fastest time in history and a new regional record. So that's the full picture of the night in Paris. Record after record falling, the deepest sprint field we've seen in years, and a result that's still dominating conversation days later. But at the center of it all is Noah Lyles. He lost by the slimmest margin imaginable, owned his slow start without excuses, and then fired off a warning that history suggests he's fully capable of backing up. Because the last man who taunted Noah Lyles ended up watching him take Olympic gold from 8th place. Whether Trayvon Bromell becomes the next cautionary tale, or whether this rivalry pushes both sprinters to even faster times, one thing is certain. The men's 100 meters has never been this unpredictable, and that's exactly why nobody is looking away.